And that is what I'm taking advantage of, my friends. This is the time. Call it becoming a Coronapreneur if you want it. But we have some time on our hands. For many of you guys who have been self-quarantined, now's the time to think about reinvention. What's up, internet friends, founders, and the Entrepreneur curious? You've made it, and you're here. It's Venture Daily, news bits from a founder's perspective. What's up, guys? I hope you are having a wonderful day today. Again, we are covering a news bit today to help you start thinking about your personal brand, your gravitational brand, and the ability for you to get ready for the remote first, mobile first, video first world of tomorrow. I'm your guide. I'm your host, Peter Saddington, and I'm glad to be here. We are slowly changing things. We are slowly moving along, making progress. And I want to announce, I'm going to announce a little bit later again, my new social platform. My new social platform that I'm creating for founders, entrepreneurs, and the Entrepreneur curious, those that want to make sure that they're ready for the 2020 and beyond when it comes to your personal brand, or what I like to call your gravitational brand. And in today's news bit, we're going to be covering an article that should get you thinking about the future and making sure that you are managing your own brand well. Today, we're going to be talking about becoming a Coronapreneur. I know, we're taking advantage of this whole COVID-19 thing. But guys, this might just be the time when you're hunkered down, self-quarantined, to really start thinking about how to manage your own personal brand and how to manage yourself, how to manage your image, how to manage the internet perception. Guys, it's going to be even more important as we move into the 2020s to 2030s that your brand is managed by you and not by some aggregate system that's going to say, oh, this is who you are, and spit you out. You need to make sure that you're in control of that. So let's go over this news bit today, guys. It's Venture Daily. Again, I'm glad you're here, whether you're on the road, you're listening to us on iTunes, podcast platforms, or just watching us on video. I'm glad you're here. Let's just jump right in. Use your self-quarantine time to become a Coronapreneur. This one's by Chris Carosa. In the midst of the toilet paper panic, you might be wondering if there's a way to profit from this madness of the crowd. I hope you're not collecting lots of hand sanitizer and trying to sell that by the bundle load. It's not going to work, guys. The real needs of that large markets of people will soon discover could be an opportunity for you. If you can be the first to provide that need, the world will be a path to your door. Can you think of new wants that will result from more people working at home, student classrooms relocating from physical plant to the web, and leisure activities moving from arenas and theaters to gaming systems and online movie archives? Perhaps to grease your creative gears, it will help to explore the quick history of invention through the lens of economic eras. As populations expanded and grew, the need for greater food production increased. To meet this need, creative tinkerers invented tools and machinery to enable greater architectural efficiencies. Soon, demand for these tools and machines created a need for greater industrial production. Imaginative logistical thinkers designed new and better manufacturing methods to meet this demand. Voila! Bye-bye agricultural age, hello industrial age. After about a century, it became clear the manufacturing advantage would fall to those who could process data quicker. The need for a machine capable of handling this massive number crunching emerged. Thus, the computer was created. Soon, the industrial economy gave way to our current age, the information economy. That's the economy that we're in right now, guys. It is this new business of bits and bytes which saw an increased need for faster and more expansive delivery of data. This need allowed a generation-old invention, quote, the internet, to find a niche that exploded the information economy. As you can see, a specific need triggered each transition from one form of economic activity to another. The results of this coronavirus, maybe enabling you to be a Coronapreneur these days, And the social distancing policies put in place to prevent further spread of COVID-19 will likely produce a vast array of previously unknown necessities. Maybe from some future economic historian will call this period the beginning of the Corona economy. Corona economy, guys. Here is where your entrepreneurial acumen can serve all mankind. Necessity is, after all, the mother of invention. Does this interest you? Do you suspect that you have idle time, result of going out less? Would you be interested in seeking a way to earn money by delivering newly invented products and services that will benefit your friends, neighbors, and perhaps the nation, if not the world? Consider how 3 behavioral changes defined above may reveal new wants waiting to be filled. And that is what I'm taking advantage of, my friends. This is the time. Call it becoming a Coronapreneur if you want it. But we have some time on our hands. For many of you guys who have been self-quarantined, now's the time to think about reinvention. Now's the time to think about what you can do with that extra time, what you could learn, what you could be reading, or what you could be building. In today's world of no-code development, you don't actually need to know code to create something. And so what I've created, is a site called evo.af. It's my personal network where I'm helping people get ready for the future of 2020 and beyond in a mobile-first, remote-first, video-first world. So check it out at evo.af. Let's get back to this news article here. Number 1, according to this author, says that telecommuting becomes the new norm. I hope so. I hope so, guys. I really hope so. I hope telecommuting becomes the new norm. It would be great to be able to serve even more people who are connected online and want to take charge of their brand, take charge of who they are online, and differentiate themselves from all the other people that are going to be being online as well. Like, this is the time, guys. This is the time. Many suggest remote working will just be temporary. Not this guy. Thought leaders, however, realize the need to work at home will reveal the existence of inefficiencies that exist in the current way of doing things. Here's a simple example: the face-to-face directors meeting. This has been a norm since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, when the entity known as the corporation became a standard. Directors would gather together for lunch, dinner, and some other activity and hold a meeting. In the past, this was a physical meeting. More often than not today, if you want the best directors, you will have to be able to do it on video conference. Why? Simply stated, the cost of both time and money required to travel does not offset the value added of meeting face-to-face. Now translate this metaphor to the office environment. If your job has you working on a computer in a cubicle each day, why can't that cubicle be in your home? It'll reduce the cost of traveling to work, of buying lunch every day, and the maintenance and acquisition of your wardrobe. At what point do these costs outweigh the benefits of working in close proximity to one another? Do you see why telecommuting can become the new norm? What new wants will bubble up as a result of more people working at home? Perhaps a better understanding of how to make their Wi-Fi more efficient. Maybe they'll want to learn how to cook meals quicker or more elaborately. A few years ago, Sonja Nioni shifted from working for an accountant firm to set up her own tax business at home. She expected to need to buy her own office supplies. What I didn't expect, she said, was that the need for administrative services. I don't have a big copier at my house, so I had to find an external provider for this. Normally, I would hand this off to someone else to do the printing and mailing. Will telecommuting produce an increased demand for virtual assistants, online tech support, and web-based training? Absolutely. I'm going through a 2-day training right now, 8 hours each day, and guys, I'm learning a ton. To be honest, you shouldn't expect to find the answer to undiscovered wants in a Forbes.com article. Otherwise, they wouldn't be undiscovered, would they? Number 2, distance learning becomes the new norm. 100%, guys. As I just said, I am on day 2 right now of a full 16 hours. 8 hours yesterday, 8 hours today, online remote workshop for Scrum Masters. I'm teaching Scrum Masters all over the world and training them and giving them certifications online since we can't meet in person anymore. And so I'm doing it online. It's been a struggle. It's been a learning opportunity. We're using Zoom and other technologies like Mural to make sure that we can have collaboration. But guys, this is a huge learning opportunity for me, and I'm excited about trying. Yeah, do all the activities work perfectly? No, they don't. They don't work perfectly. We had to throw out one early in the morning yesterday because it just didn't work. It's hard to replicate physical stuff to the virtual world, but I'm appreciating this forcing function because distance learning will become the new norm, and I'm getting ready for it. I want to make sure that I'm ready for it today. Online learning was a growing and evolving industry until regulations made it more difficult for the for-profit educational organizations advancing the idea. While the growth has slowed, it never stopped. Now it may accelerate, as for not-for-profit institutions are compelled to deliver their product via the internet. Once the genie is out of the bottle, it usually proves difficult to force the genie back into its captivity. These institutions may realize the benefits of accommodating more students by offering online programs. This has the potential to broaden the availability of the program to students who are less able to afford higher education because online classes will be offered at a lower cost. In addition, by living at home, students will not burden themselves by the cost of a room and board that they'll be able to continue working at home. Who knows? With the right part-time job, students won't have to worry about college loans and may even show net earnings as a result. Wow, that could be pretty amazing. Net earnings instead of debt. The trickier aspect is the secondary school level. While everyone might not be able to be homeschooled, what if school districts offer students the option to go to school from home? For smaller school districts, this might make more classes available to students. In the past, if not enough students enrolled in a particular course, the course would not be offered. By making the course available online to multiple districts, the chances are greater that the class will meet the minimum enrollment requirements. So, where's the entrepreneurial opportunity for you? If you have a niche hobby that represents a small slice of a broader curriculum, you might be able to provide online sessions, workshops, and even interactive learning experiences. For example, astronomy is but a tiny subset of earth science, and few high school teachers have a formal education on the subject. If you do, you can get your hands on the curriculum requirements of your state, you can create packages that teachers can use, assuming their districts will allow them to buy it. Powerful, powerful ideas here. Guys, I'm telling you, that's what I want to focus on this channel and on my new network, evo.af. Sign up, check it out, guys. I want to make sure that I'm encouraging you guys, that I'm helping you guys prepare for a mobile-first, video-first, remote-first world, and making sure that you have the ability to differentiate yourself amongst all the other internet Netsians that are going to be trying to take advantage of this remote-first, digital-first, distance-first world. And so now really is the time to begin crafting your narrative, managing your online persona, managing your online brand, and creating what I call gravity or gravitational pull to yourself. That's what my book's about, guys. I'm telling you, the world is changing quickly before our eyes. Time is now to get on the bandwagon, guys, or be ahead of the curve is a better way of saying it. Number 3, new types of sports, entertainment, and leisure activities. Despite the safety of social distancing, humans being human will always have the need for human interaction. Think of how you socialize outside of work. You watch sports, go to movies, and go out with friends. Social distancing has canceled and postponed sports and made attending social events a risky proposition. If it is in this category that we find the highest potential as well as the most relevant existing examples. Here's an idea that you can't do, but might offer you a template. The NCAA March Madness basketball tournament has been postponed. What if the relevant colleges and broadcast networks got together with Take-Two Interactive and created a customized version of their basketball video game? They could then air simulated games as if it was the actual tournament. I don't think that's a very good idea. But you never know. It could work. There's a market worth testing for, yeah? If you could do the same thing with an online game that allows you to play and record. People are already doing this, especially online gaming, but it doesn't yet have the broad appeal that NBA and NHL have. If you can package a neighborhood league, you could begin to attract your own audience. Have you always wanted to own your own sports team? Now's your chance. The same thing applies to your long-standing desire to produce TV shows and movies. With live TV shows going dark and movie theaters empty, get your director's chair ready. That's right. Video consumption is only going to be on the rise, and so now's the time to be getting into video. That's why you should probably sign up for evo.af, because that's what we're going to be helping you guys with. It's easier now than it has ever been to start your own YouTube channel or podcast. Do you see a market that you enjoy and no one is yet serving? This represents a prime-time opportunity for the budding entrepreneur. Yes, you aren't alone if you see the current reaction to the coronavirus is socially disruptive. It is. But don't look at this period as a glass half empty time. Put your thinking cap on and see it as a glass half full occasion. Remember, in the midst of chaos, there's also opportunity. Seize the day and become a Coronapreneur. Absolutely. Become a Coronapreneur. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's dive deeper a little bit into this article in the last word for founders and Entrepreneurial, guys, the community, you know.
Did you know that there's even more value than just audio or video? Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at VC Hunting, and make sure to sign up for the VC Hunting newsletter, where you'll be able to get weekly news on venture capital, startups, founder stories, and the occasional wisdom extracted from Peter's brain. Go to vchunting.com to sign up. And now, back to the episode.
So, being fully transparent with you guys, it has taken me since October. And I'm just going to be honest here, because that's just how it should be. But since October, I have been doing Venture Daily every day, 5 days a week. In the beginning, I started talking about mostly startup and entrepreneurial things. Then I started talking about venture capital things. And I ended up getting into a little bit of blockchain, the stuff that I used to talk about in the past. And I got into mostly this realm: startups, entrepreneurship, venture capital, blockchain, and Bitcoin. However, that's part of the value of executing every day and delivering content every day. Gives you the opportunity to kind of walk through different formats, walk through different content ideas, walk through different materials. And I've been finding that all of the stuff that I've been talking about, all the random stuff, all the random news of entrepreneurs, and all the random news around founders, tech news, venture capital, and blockchain, I've done all of this before. Where I want to focus now, and this is actually a win. This is a big win, guys. So for those that are here, we're finally there. It has taken me since October. So October, November, December, January, February, March. So it's taken me basically, let's just say 6 months. It's taken me 6 months of delivering content every day to finally figure out where I really want to be spending my time. And where I really want to be spending my time is something that I've been doing. It's funny how this works, but it's something that I've been doing for the last 2 decades, building communities and doing videos online. So I've been building communities for the last 2 decades, 20 plus years. I've been putting videos online for 15 years, a decade and a half. And I've been, I would say, relatively prepared for the remote first, mobile first, video first world. I've done workshops behind the scenes. I've had communities. I've had subscription models. I've had mechanisms where you pay for access to some of my classes. Obviously, I'm now doing certified Scrum Master, certified product owner classes online. And so I still have even a long way to go. But one of the things that I've realized, and this is the thing that I'm writing my book on, so it's kind of like a culmination of a lot of things, is I'm writing my book on gravity, and I'll give you the title here. It's called Gravity: How to Create an Irresistible Brand, Unlimited Deal Flow, and Infinite Possibilities. And so that's the title of my book. And so I've spent all this time writing a book about how you can prepare yourself for 2020 and beyond, and 2030 and beyond, in a remote first, video first, mobile first world. I've also built evo.af, so check it out. Go to www.evo.af evo.af. It's the evolution of your online brand. And it's a community that I've built for people who want to learn from me and want to learn from each other how to prepare for the mobile first, video first, remote first world. And so likewise, I have been delivering content every day on Venture Daily, talking about entrepreneurship, founders, tech news, venture capital, and blockchain. We're done with that. We're done with that. It's time to deliver, to deliver to you guys every day content around branding and marketing, personal branding and marketing, and looking at yourself as an entrepreneur or founder within that area. So how can you create the persona? How can you create a persona that you are proud of, an online presence, an online brand that you are proud of, that you will be able to leverage to differentiate yourself amongst all the other people out there? And so, in full transparency, guys, it's not like I've been flailing. It's just I've been trying to figure out where to focus my content and where to focus my time. Now I have a culmination of three things. I have a book that I'm finishing up. I now have evo.af, which is my social, personal, private platform for helping people. And now I just have to add in the daily content. And so it's taken this long, and this serves as an example. I want this to be a live example to you guys, that as you guys are figuring out your online brand, as you guys are figuring out online marketing for your own brand and what type of services you'll provide, whether it's teaching or training or workshops or a product or a service, it's going to take time to figure out your voice, to figure out how to communicate. And it takes execution time, just like it's taken me 6 months to finally figure out what I really want to talk about and what I want to focus my time on. And so guys, I hope this is encouraging. Become a Coronapreneur. Leverage this time to really dig in and join our community of people so you can be encouraged to continue to grow your own gravitational brand. I hope this was helpful, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Oh, and I'll see you guys on Evo. See you guys on Evo.